Hi, yesterday I was talking here about our negative feelings and emotions towards money if we have unhealthy relationship with money. And today I would like to follow up with a little bit more pleasant discussion uh, with money regarding money psychology, which is how to fix this destructive behavior. My name is Katherine from About Retirement, and I would like for everyone to really understand that very often our problems with money is not necessarily because we don't understand it. It actually very often comes from our upbringing, from the way we were taught to think about money, and from our emotional relationship with money. But when you look at money objectively, so what I mean by that is, let's say I have a conversation with clients, we are talking about money in a very rational way. So we talk about budgeting, we talk about paying off the mortgages, how to save for retirement. So those are the main issues, right? So when you look at money objectively from that point of view without any emotion, we all know that money is just a tool. It's a tool to take us from where we are now to place where we want to go, and which is your goals. But we humans, we really have big issue to remove our emotions from our finance. So yesterday, I was talking about different emotions that we feel around money, where they come from and why they're negative. And today I wanted to just finish off this subject and go over those feelings, those emotions, but from the perspective, if we feel them, how to overcome it so we know how to deal with them, and we can then go forward and create our financial security and our financial wealth. So if you feel anxiety and fear around money, now the person that actually feels that usually will think, well, how am I going to survive? Where will the money come from? How will I pay for the mortgage? It's a constant fear about the future. I can't invest the money. The market is too high risk. It's best to keep money in cash. So this type of person has a real problem being rational and understanding. If it is just a temporary feeling that you have, just take a deep breath, step aside and say to yourself, okay, what am I supposed to do to get past this feeling? The best thing is just to remove yourself, have a good conversation with a friend. If you don't have enough money, apply for the job, do something constructive, because at that point you will feel, okay, there is a way out. If, however, this feeling gets more permanent, then my suggestion is really speak to professional, because you are unable to make any financial decisions. Another type of feelings that we can have is anger and regret, that very often follows by shame and embarrassment. So what I mean by that is, for example, we all have those feelings when you go to the shop, you buy something, and 5 minutes later you think, oh my gosh, I should not have bought it. The regret, in a sense, where you say, well, I should have bought Amazon shares 10 years ago. Now I would have been very wealthy. Or why did I spend so much money on this expensive car? I could have bought something less expensive. So it's all those things that I should have, in hindsight, we're all very smart. So and the worst thing is if that follows with the regret and shame, and then you start really think, why am I so stupid? Why am I so naive? Why is it so easy for other people to tell me what to do, or similar? This is those feelings and emotions are normal. We all have them. But when it gets to the point of anger and shame, just you have to really forgive yourself. You have to understand, okay, I screwed up. It happened. It was in the past. I can't change it. That was a very expensive and bad lesson, but that's gone. And right now I am smarter. I'm more experienced, and I know I'm not gonna repeat it again. So this is leaving that on a positive feeling. And then the last one I would like to discuss today is jealousy. There's a big one and very common. Now, when it comes to money, jealousy can really destroy you. So it appears usually when we see people, families who we think that they have it all. They have beautiful house, they have lavish cars, beautiful houses. Kids go to private schools. They go overseas for their holidays. Now, it usually appears that lovely from the outside. You actually really don't know what's happening inside, and sometimes you might be quite surprised and shocked with the truth. If your jealousy gets to the point of trying to match, whether that's your friends or your neighbors, or and you want to match it, or you want to go step up, step better, what happens for most people is they will overextend themselves financially. They will put themselves into huge debts just for appearances, and that in most cases is finished with financial disaster. So trying to keep up with the Joneses is a really recipe to go broke. And a lot of those Joneses, you'd be surprised how many of them actually are. So the best way to deal with that jealousy thing, that jealousy feeling, is just sit down and take a piece of paper and try to go over, evaluate your life. Remind yourself about all your accomplishments, all your little things that you've done along the way. Congratulate yourself. Celebrate, be happy, be grateful. This is just about, look, we can be so hard on ourselves, and each one of us has done in life something really good, and we have our own little achievements. So we have to remind ourselves about those achievements every so often. I hope you enjoy this video. This is what I've prepared for you. If you liked it, please click that like and subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell so you are notified every single time I have a new video coming out. My name is Katherine Isbrandt from About Retirement, and next time we'll be talking about how to create my financial plan and how to create my financial goals. I will be talking to you then. Bye.